Fen kol v'chol vayar ki ein ish vayar et ha'metzri v'yitmenehu b'chol. He turned this way, he turned that way. He saw there was no man, so he struck the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. And on this pasuk, the Midrash states, Moshe Rabbeinu hiskir alav et Hashem v'hargu. He mentioned the holy name of Kudsha Barichu and he neutralized the man. Incredible. In the city of Krakow, seat of the greatest rabbinical council in all of Poland and Galicia, as well as home to the largest continuous Jewish community for hundreds of years, they reached a decision. They appointed Rabbi Shimon Sofer as their new rabbi and leader. Despite being an exceptional scholar and the undisputed leader of his generation, Reb Sofer faced dissatisfaction from a minority of prominent community members, even with the esteemed legacy of his holy father, the great Hatam Sofer. In considering this most prestigious position, his youth and lack of proven experience became apparent concerns. Some voiced their reservations, making it clear that they were not prepared to passively accept the young rabbi dictating his opinions to them. Their intentions were clear. During the installation ceremony, when the new Rav would rise to deliver his inaugural address, they aimed to disrupt and heckle his words until he would be compelled to sit down. However, Reb Shimon remained undaunted, a characteristic that would go on to define his leadership at Krakow. Aware of the rumblings and the disruptive plans, he came prepared. At the appointed time during the ceremony, he was introduced to speak and he approached the podium with alacrity. Thus he began, "Permit me to relate the story that occurred with my father, the Hatam Sofer. A number of years ago, one of the Jewish shopkeepers in Pressburg challenged his authority and left his store open on Shabbat. In a tale of unwavering conviction, my father, upon receiving the news, swiftly dispatched two of his yeshiva students to insist that the shopkeeper close his store. The man, however, dismissed their pleas with a mere wave of his hand, brazenly ignoring the solemn warning. Undeterred, my father sent the two bachurim back for a second attempt, this time delivering a stern admonishment left no room for ambiguity. In the name of their revered Rebbe, the students conveyed the gravity of the situation, and the shopkeeper, incensed by their persistence, erupted in a rage, threatening them with dire consequences. Amidst the tense atmosphere, my father, unwilling to tolerate such insolence, instructed the students to make a third and final visit. This time, he armed them with a mystical incantation, a sacred invocation of the name of Borei Olam, to be uttered while grasping and holding on to the mezuzah on the doorpost. Assured that this powerful ritual would shield them from harm, the students courageously returned to the store entrance. With resolute determination, they once again implored the shopkeeper to close his store on this holy Shabbat. Livid, the shopkeeper lunged at them, intent on delivering the beating of a lifetime. In a moment of sheer desperation, the students clung to the mezuzah and invoked the mystical name taught by the Hatam Sofer. In a surreal turn of events, the once aggressive man abruptly seized. He grabbed his stomach, he buckled at the knees, and he collapsed lifeless, his tirade silenced in an unexplained mystical force. Rabbi Shimon surveyed the expansive audience, and his gaze rested upon a handful of vocal opponents who questioned his appointment. In my earlier account, I omitted a crucial detail. I was one of those students dispatched by the Hatam Sofer. A knowing smile played on his lips, and as he continued, I still carry with me the mystical name that my father imparted to me. And rest assured, I know precisely how to wield its power. His eyes narrowed, betraying a hint of righteous indignation. Now, should any of you feel compelled to engage in a scholarly discourse during my sermon, I welcome it wholeheartedly. However, if your intentions are malevolent, geared towards solely disrupting my words, I implore you to recall the mystical name in my possession. Eyewitness accounts, including those of the illustrious Chabina Rav's father, recounted a suffocating silence that descended upon the assembled audience. Not a single soul dared to utter a word. The room fell into an absolute silence so profound that the falling of a feather would have resonated like a thunderous echo. With a triumphant air, Reb Shimon proceeded to deliver a captivating exposition, gradually winning over every skeptic and cementing his legacy as a revered leader in the Krakow community for years to come. The narratives of Moshe Rabbeinu and Rabbi Shimon Sofer echo through our hearts. Just as Moshe sought guidance from Kutcho Barichu in moments of challenge, Rabbi Shimon wielded the sacred knowledge passed down by his father. Their unwavering commitment quelled opposition, paving the path for enduring leadership among Am Yisrael. As we regularly partake in Divrei Torah shared by our very own Chachamim, let us not merely hear their words, but delve into the essence of their teachings, and in doing so, may we metaphorically smell the coffee, drawing strength from timeless wisdom that guided Moshe Rabbeinu and Rabbi Shimon, and from this, it absolutely is the timeless practice that binds us as a community, characterized by not only unity, but understanding and an absolute will to forge ahead. This is our legacy. Shabbat Shalom.